In this video, I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you some of the most effective marketing strategies working right now.
Strategies that are going to help you get more customers and make more sales so that you can grow any business that you apply these to. If you're a business owner, then you're going to be able to put these into action immediately to start making more sales. One tip I'm going to share with you has the potential to bring in a surge of new sales in as little as a few hours. And if you're a marketing agency, then you're going to be happy to hear that you can use these strategies with pretty much any business out there, which means you're about to get a whole lot more new happy clients. So, here's what we're going to cover. First, the simple 3-step funnel I use with 90% of my clients that helps them turn cold leads into paying customers on autopilot. Because you can have the best business in the world, but if you don't have a strategic and systematic way to generate new sales on demand, you're always going to be worried about where that next sale is coming from. Next, the single best place for you to be focusing your efforts right now if you want to generate fast cash and tap into a market of ready-to-buy customers. The fact is, not all customers are created equal, so this strategy helps you weed out the tire kickers and penny pinchers and allows you to attract only the most committed, profitable, and ready-to-buy customers out there. And finally, I'm going to show you how to add rocket fuel to your marketing by using a fast cash strategy that's helping our clients and students make a 10x, 20x, even 30x ROI in as little as 7 days. And I'll show you how you can use this strategy for the one-time low cost of completely 100% free, without spending a single dime on ads, tools, software, or needing any outside help. So let me show you how it's done, starting with the #1 way to turn cold leads into paying customers. But in order to explain how this works, I first need to take you back to the year 1898, because it's here that we're introduced to what is now widely considered to be the first formal theory of marketing, and the man who invented it.
So allow me to introduce you to this guy right here, a gentleman by the name of Elias St. Elmo Lewis, who, for practical reasons, we're going to refer to as Elmo from here on forward.
Not me.
Anyway, way back in 1898, it was Elmo that came up with the idea of the purchase funnel, and that customers make purchasing decisions in a linear fashion. He called it the AIDA model, and it started with getting a customer's attention, then sparking their interest by highlighting the benefits and advantages, then building desire by showing them how your product or your service can improve their lives, and this all ultimately leads them to take action, where you can close the sale. Think of this as a linear path where each stage builds on the previous one, and Elmo rightfully believed that if you can successfully move a customer through the first 3 stages, the final step, which is getting them to take action, becomes almost inevitable. Anyway, fast forward 100 and some odd years to today, and this model is still every bit as effective as it was back then, both on a macro and a micro level.
For example, on a macro level, the entire purchase funnel, also now commonly referred to as a sales funnel or a marketing funnel, is a giant demonstration of AIDA, as I'm going to walk you through in just a minute. But we also use AIDA on a micro level, as each stage of the funnel needs to continually hold someone's attention while continuing to build interest and desire, and ultimately getting them to take action to get to the next step. The only thing that's changed since Elmo first introduced this way back in the good old days are the tools and technologies that we now use in order to deploy this magical money-making machine. So here's what this looks like today.
First, we start with the fact that nobody can buy from you if they don't know you exist, so we're going to need attention. In marketing, we call this attention traffic, but you could also call it clicks or views or visitors or eyeballs or people, whatever you want really, but we can't escape the fact that nothing's going to happen until we get our message in front of people. Now today we have a ton of ways to do this, but for most businesses most of the time, it's going to come down to just a handful of platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, the Google Trifecta, more on this later, and email and SMS.
One important note here, however, is that today, traffic isn't just about getting attention. Because between you and me, getting attention is actually pretty easy. All you gotta do is dress up like a hot dog and stand in the middle of the street, and trust me, you're gonna get attention. But that's not the kind of attention you want, which is why whenever you're coming up with your offer, you need to make sure that the thing that you're selling or promoting is interesting, desirable, and valuable to your target market.
Okay, so this traffic and attention you're getting by putting together a good, interesting, and desirable offer then directs people to the next stage of the funnel, which we call an opt-in page or a landing page. And it's here on this page that we reiterate whatever offer you made in your initial piece of traffic. And we do this for 2 reasons. The first of which is to remind them of what they just clicked on and to confirm that they're indeed in the right place. And the second reason to restate the benefits of your offer on this page is to continue building interest and desire in your offer, which increases the odds that someone is actually going to keep on taking action and progressing through your funnel. Now for most businesses, most of the time, you want to collect a lead's name, email, and phone number. do not ignore the phone number. This is because 95% of text messages are read within 3 minutes of being sent. Sending an SMS or text message has around a 90% open rate, and depending on the offer, can also deliver a 30% response rate, which is basically unheard of using any other medium. Okay, on to the final step of the funnel, a stage that I call the fast action bonus stage, because it's here that we present your new lead with an incentive to take action now by offering them an additional bonus, an additional offer, additional something, anything that we can use to get them to either pick up the phone and call us or to book an appointment right there on the spot. Now contrast this with what most people do, which is take their leads to a page that says thank you, but fails to make an offer and usually never follows up with them again, which leads your potential new leads and customers feeling lost, confused, a little bit disappointed, wondering what just happened. Worst of all, if you fail to give your potential customers a reason or an incentive to take action now with clear next steps, then they're still not in a position to buy from your business, which means you're just wasting your time, your money, and your energy on ineffective marketing. And that's bad, very bad.
So let's not do that. And instead, you want to make sure that you've got a fast action bonus page in place to serve the customers with credit cards in hand who are ready, willing, and able to buy now. Speaking of customers who are ready, able, and willing to buy now, this next strategy is one of the best ways to tap into a virtually unlimited supply of them. So let me show you that now.
In any given market, there are 3 segments of customers you have to work with. The very tip of the pyramid are those 3% of customers who are ready to buy right now. They've got cash in hand, they're actively searching for a solution, and they're just waiting for the right offer to come along so that they can pounce on it. One step down from that, we have the 10%. These are people who are going to be buying soon. For most businesses, this is usually in the next 30 to 90-day range or so. And then, of course, the level below that is the biggest segment of the market. This is the 87% of people who are going to buy later. Think 4 to 18 months from now.
Now, ideally, you've got a marketing strategy in place that's going to cater to all 3 segments of the market. But the priority, especially if generating fast cash is your focus, needs to be on that top 3% of ready to buy now customers. So the question then is, how do you get your business, your message, your offer directly in front of those ready to buy customers at that exact moment they're ready to make a purchase so that it's your business that makes the sale?
The answer, my friend, can be found in what I like to refer to as the Google Trifecta. So let me explain.
Google, as you probably already know, is the largest search engine in the world. With something crazy like 8.5 billion searches per day, Google is still the #1 place that most people go to find answers to questions and do research and look for solutions to problems that they have. Now, one of the most important rules in all of marketing is to go where your target audience is, and there's no question that a very large portion of your potential customers are searching on Google for the kind of help that you and your business could provide. But it gets even better.
You see, I like to group different online platforms into 2 different categories: search and discovery. With a search-based platform like Google, a user is showing up to the platform with a specific need, specific problem, specific question in mind. In other words, they have intent. They're there for a reason. And in the case of the people that you're trying to attract, they're there to find a business that offers the kind of solution to the problem that they're having. And you want to be the one that shows up in front of these people right when they're ready to buy. Now contrast that to a discovery platform, something like Facebook or Instagram, where people are there without any particular purchase motive in mind. I mean, sure, they might buy something if they see something interesting and desirable enough, but nobody ever logs into Facebook in the morning with a credit card in hand looking for something to buy. This is why if you have anything that people search for, which most small businesses do, then you want to work to claim 1, 2, or even all 3 spots that the Google Trifecta makes available to you: ads, maps, and organic. Let's start at the top with Google Ads, using our fictional roofer in Denver example. Well, it's here that you can bid for different keywords so that your ad shows up at the top of these rankings when someone is searching for something. Next, we have the Google Business Profiles. These are sometimes referred to as the Map Pack or Local Pack. I'm going to circle back to these in just a second, as I believe that they're easily one of the best and fastest ways to dramatically increase your business's traffic and visibility. Then below the maps, well, we have the organic rankings, which are what people usually think about when they think about trying to do SEO or search engine optimization on a website in order to show up on that first page of Google. It's valuable for sure, but as you can see, it's just one piece of the puzzle, and there are other options available, like Google Ads and the Map Pack, which are especially useful in highly competitive areas, as they're typically easier to rank for. Get your listings to the very top of that search engine. This is why optimizing your Google Business Profile is usually one of the best places to start, and the first place that we typically start, as it can provide a huge lift to your your business, and the strategy is actually pretty simple and straightforward. In fact, there's really only 4 things we need to fully optimize a Google business profile to get it to the top and then keep it there.
First is the obvious but often overlooked one, which is that we need to fill this bad boy out as completely as possible. I'm talking no detail left out, no section left unfinished. This means adding photos, your services, making sure your address and phone number are listed, all the usual stuff. Next comes building the authority of your Google business profile, which means building backlinks to your business in the form of something called citations, a very fancy word for a backlink that mentions your business's name, address, and phone number. As a general rule, the more quality citations you have, the better.
Then come the reviews. If everything else is equal, the business with the most high-quality reviews will rank higher. Fortunately, there are a number of tools out there that can help make getting new reviews for your business fast and easy. The tool we use inside all of our agencies and with all of our clients and all of our students is called High Level, and it allows you to send review requests with the click of a button.
We can even use this software to dispute false and negative reviews, which keeps you, your business, or your client's business safe. We can also use this software to build citations, which boosts your SEO, as well as use the software to do a whole bunch of other fun, fancy stuff. So I'll make sure to put a link down in the descriptions below this video that's going to get you access to an extended free trial and a free strategy session with High Level, so you can check it out for yourself if you're interested. The final part of optimizing your Google business profile is designed to keep you at the top, and this means keeping up with your strategy with ongoing updates of building new citations, getting new reviews, and posting weekly content updates. All of these combined are going to help you rank higher, start bringing in more clicks, more leads, and more customers. But if you're looking for an even faster way to add a little or a lot of extra cash, then this next strategy is for you, and it's one of my all-time favorites. Alright, so here's the deal. The 7-day ROI strategy I'm about to share with you is one of the easiest marketing strategies you'll ever use, but it's also one of the most effective, which I know, sounds too good to be true, but this truly is a powerhouse tactic that we still use today to bring in new sales and revenue on demand, and it's kind of become like an ace up my sleeve anytime I need to deliver guaranteed results for a campaign that I'm working on. So I want to share with you.
So the technical term for what we're about to do here is called a CRC, which stands for Customer Reactivation Campaign. But we're going to elevate this campaign and take it to the next level. So I'm going to call it an ACRC, as we're going to be automating the entire process.
Now, what an ACRC does is tap into the most valuable segment of any business's market, its previous buyers and customers. Not only are previous buyers and customers the most likely segment of the market to purchase again, but you also already have their contact information, meaning you don't need to do any additional marketing or run any kind of paid advertising campaign in order to get new leads. With their names and their emails and their phone numbers already at your disposal, all you need to do is reach out and make an offer, which, again, costs nothing to do. So every sale you make from this campaign is pure profit.
To implement this strategy, you first need a list of customer contacts. As long as you're working with a business that's been around for a while, they should have a database of customers to reach out to. Even a few hundred contacts can be enough to get some real measurable results. Next, we need a way to contact them. Now, the method we use 99% of the time is SMS, sending out a text message with an irresistible offer to encourage re-engagement. As we talked about earlier, this is because 95% of text messages are read within 3 minutes of being sent. Sending an SMS or text message has around a 90% open rate, and depending on the offer, can also deliver a 30% response rate, which is basically unheard of using any other medium. Then we need an offer to send them. So here's an example from a campaign that always seems to work. Hi name, I've got 10 free vouchers here on my desk. Would you be interested in one? Obviously, replace the name part with your customer's actual first name and see if you can make whatever you're offering specific and relevant and desirable. For example, a dentist could offer a free teeth whitening, an auto dealer could offer a free car wash, a roofer could offer a free inspection, a coach or a consultant, a free consultation. You get the picture. Depending on how many people you reach out to and how desirable your offer is, you could expect to see responses and even sales start coming in as little as a few hours, sometimes even in a few minutes. And that's good. Very good.
And if you're looking for even more marketing strategies to help you grow any business, then you might want to check out the video that I've got linked up right here, which is going to give you access to even more of my best tips, tricks, and tactics. So feel free to tap or click that now. I'll see you in there in just a second.